cannot feel guilty for shit that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose, and I never burnt a cross or hid my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist cause I'm related to people who did some terrible shit way back before I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed cause of my pretty blue eyes. Fuck a Nazi, fuck a white supremacist, fuck anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasians is so fucking pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race as a whole ain't the enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise, saying shit I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies, don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha cause her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a fucking waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same, Martin Luther King or Kennedy. They're angry, I'm reciting the facts. He's white and he raps, he stole the culture right from the blacks. Okay, he's fire, but we lit the flame, he's siphoning gas. So fuck this corny little honky man, the whitey is whack. You letting history perpetuate the hatred within, and then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise, saying shit I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies, don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
I got a mother, a father, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you wanna hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless, and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it, I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018 bitching? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make. No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. Fuck sakes, acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given, or call him lesser than myself cause of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals. They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. Got no patience for Nazis, I think they're better off dead. They're fighting hatred with hatred, making the hate more intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach their children you ain't shit cause they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely cause the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise, saying shit I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies, don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
I got these memories of when I was only 8. Bedroom door was locked, my mom was being beat and screaming rape. Can he open the door? I want to, but I can't. In her boyfriend's trailer in the living room, his roommate doing crank. What the fuck are you doing? My mom was crying for help. That's when I learned what a coward was, something I never felt. I dialed 911 and I left the phone by itself. I wish that I had a gun, cause I would've sent them to hell. Sent everybody to hell. Then I remember the cops came and took them away. Tears in my mama's face, Lord knows how bad they must taste. And every time I think about it up to this day, the helpless little kid I was, it throws me into a rage. Spoke to my pops when I was 5 on the phone. I ain't know him as dad, so I called him Clyde. Guess me calling him by his name, it must have hurt his pride. All I heard was clicking, that's the last I heard from him in life. But that ain't crazy. 14 was on probation, having suicidal thoughts in his voice. It came from Satan. Had a rope tied around a branch my puppy used to play with. And one day I wrapped that rope around my neck and started hanging. What the fuck was I thinking? Mama see me through the window, she ran outside and saved me. Can't believe I really almost made her bury her baby. Blame it on rap music, yeah, too much Slim Shady. Swear to God I used to go to church and feel like they hate me. But none of that was awful. Is the night I lost Austin, and it's been so fucking long. I've never put this in a song like this, no. I never thought I'd break it down like this, no. So me and him were homies, like everyday homies. Like wake up every morning, probably calling, coming over. Like damn, we need some come up. Like damn, we need some money. Like hustle, hustle, hustle. Things was finally going right. And until the night I see my dog die. Yeah, about a foot away from me. Brains blowed all over the wall, man. You couldn't imagine this shit, but listen. Look, couple of jits, couple of guns, right? Just fucking around, fucking with one, right? 12 gauge, we ain't know it was loaded. Suddenly it went off and the barrel exploded. I started screaming your name, but you're dead and I know it. The slug get into your brain and then the blood just kept pouring. To me, this is a memory. To them, it's just horror. I ran outside, I called the police and I just stood on the porch. I heard the siren, seen the lights, but I was numb. I didn't speak.